Oi.
Oi, oi.
Peabody.
I don't have Chris in the.
He's coming in here. Who's muted? Peabody, the turn is thine.
Okay, I'm gonna hit with a weapon. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my great club, and I'm gonna schwack this pale huge crab, and I'm gonna try to aim for like can I see any cracks in his crab-like form? Like where's his softest part? When I'm looking at him, what looks soft?
You can see his eyes. If you want to aim for his eyes, you can hit at disadvantage.
Why?
Harder to hit that spot.
No, I just want to hit him really hard. Wow, Amelia, I'm so sorry. I just want to hit him really hard.
Okay, if you're not aiming specifically for his eyes, and it's a regular hit.
Okay, and I'm using my great club.
Miss.
Double miss.
Okay, roll damage.
No!
You got so angry with your second hit that you swung all the way around and you hit Volcron in the face.
Ow! I'm just holding my nose.
I'm so sorry.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, next up, Pale Huge Crab will have to make his con save for Moonbeam, which he fails, and will take 12 damage. So then claw at Peabody and miss. Blythe.
All right. Blythe is going to continue to hammer on the crab, and we'll hit him 3 times.
All 3 hit.
And I believe that's a +5 on each of those.
Yep.
And over 30 damage again. I'm pretty happy with that.
He did.
I would like to use my reaction to cast one of my blood maledicts, the Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet. I am not going to amplify, and I'm going to have it hit the Pale Crab.
Okay.
In order to do that action, Blythe is, after he hits it his 3 times and the crab falls, he's going to splash some of his blood on it, command it to turn, and hit the other big crab.
Hits for 28 damage.
Damn.
Yay, that's fun. But I can only use it once. Oh wait, no. I can use that as many times as I want if I don't amplify it. Nice.
That's true. All right. Anything else?
No, that will end my turn.
Volcarona.
Okie dokie. I am going to move forward. Am I in attack range?
1 closer if you want to use melee.
Okay. Move up to this giant crab, and I'm going to try out this new weapon. So I bring out this weapon. It looks like a giant scorpion stinger, and I'm going to attempt to hit it.
And so I'm gonna choose to end that because the guy that it was on is dead. Yeah, we're a little weird, so
Apparently, that fucker charges $1,500 for like a 4-ounce fillet, and apparently
Yeah.
it's not very good.
Jesus.
Just for the Instagram stories.
And the thing is, it's not even him at the restaurant doing the Salt Bay thing. He has fucking lookalikes.
Yeah, and
Dude,
he's
that guy's
famous
got
for
it
dropping-
figured out.
What a fucking scam artist, though.
Famous for dropping salt like a fucking weirdo.
Perfect. Well,
Okay.
Keller, you should apply to be a lookalike.
Oh.
Just 'cause of the glasses.
I just think you look like Eggman. Since you-
Wow.
I feel more like Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, I was going to say Eggman, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, is that what he's known as? Alright.
Yeah, Eggman. That's what Sonic calls him. Eggman.
Eggman.
He's shaped like an egg.
Or Doctor.
So when everybody gets back,
I'm back.
Rhoda's
Yeah.
gonna do this,
Yay.
and if
Yes.
everyone help do the background whispers, she's gonna do a little song, little like kind of song thing over it, and it's this crap.
Oh yeah. It'll take double damage.
Yes.
I think that may be the lowest crit fail we have ever seen.
Hell
A
yeah.
I think so
literal
too.
Can it
All
go
right,
negative?
and now it moves. I think it can go negative. Yeah. And use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Does it take reactions from the people who
It
are next to it?
does.
It's 3
Haha.
attacks.
Oh, yeah, you guys, you're fucking welcome at a bar.
All of the bites will hit.
Do I take a reaction as well?
Yes.
What was that, Anthony?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I tend to hit it with the whip again.
And Peabody, I think also you were in range.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry, I was
Nice.
cleaning my glasses. I was wondering why I couldn't see. I was like, man, I can't see anything. Or maybe I'm not close enough. My glasses are just like super fucking dirty. All right. Yes, my reaction. My reaction is, I get to hit them. Is it with a ranged weapon?
Melee.
No, it's your melee attack.
Okay, I'm gonna use my warhammer. Do I get a double strike?
No, and you miss.
I got a 12.
Okay, it was extra. It was because of my attack, so this is just extra damage.
Okay. Anything else for Sprout?
I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Next up, the wolves will run down and attack. And all but one will hit. All right. And Tormund.
Seeing the crab running back into the ocean for a third time, hopefully it connects. You're going to lean into it again with his staff and cast Eldritch Blast.
Do it. Damn it.
No good.
He watches the beam go searing over the crab again, and then nothing else.
Maybe he was distracted by my creepy song. He might have never
Maybe.
heard a song like that.
Peabody.
Did Volcrana ever use her bardic inspiration? Like, she got bardic inspiration after
Yeah,
she used it?
use it to get you guys out of
Out of
the
the water? Okay.
water.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was super
I'm
bad.
gonna go. Let's see, how far away is this? How much can I walk? 40 feet? No?
Yes.
I can go 40 feet. So if I come right here, can I hit the crab?
Yes.
Am I at disadvantage because I'm kind of in the water?
If you go any deeper, you would be, but you're good where you're at.
Okay, swack with Warhammer. And I'm using 2 hands because I'm pissed. Yeah!
That'll hit.
Nice.
Fuck!
But you miss on the second one.
That's okay. At least I wasn't a 1. Oh, that's all I got.
Did she say anything?
She says, "This is for making me hit Volcrana last time, you piece of shit crab. I bet your insides smell like fish."
Yeah.
Well, he hits you back.
I hate him.
Oof.
That's what you get for
I
making a bunch
imagine
of
you
noise.
left a crack in the shell there with the hammer.
Yeah, you definitely cracked his shell. So that's why he's pissed off and chomps on you with his claw. Blythe.
All right, let's see if I've even got the movement to get there. Oh boy,
Sorry
do
about
I.
that.
All right, so he's gonna come right here, and
Yeah.
Wait, question. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry. But when he moved out of the moonbeam, because she made him move out of the moonbeam, wouldn't he have gotten extra damage because he moved out of the moonbeam?
It's only when they move into the moonbeam or start their turn in the moonbeam.
Well, it's the same
Oh.
if they tried to move out of it.
Yeah, when
So
they
that'd
move
have
out
been
of
like
it.
no, because that's like still from the last turn he took it at the beginning of his turn, and then he would take it again at the beginning of his next turn, but he wasn't in it at the beginning of his next turn.
3.
No, when he moves out of moonbeam, he gets something.
Maybe
No.
no. Spell book.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the spellbook.
Go ahead. If you're wrong, you get struck by lightning.
Arguing with
I
the
didn't agree to
DM,
that.
This is bull.
Yeah, enters or starts its turn.
Oh, the crab hits you again.
No, I didn't agree to that. I was just making sure it was being used properly.
No, you're good. It's not. Doesn't work that way. It's not like not
Okay,
like
that's
the
fine.
spike growth.
That's fine.
all right, so Blythe is just gonna keep punching crabs.
All 3 hit, and he's dead.
Give me that sweet, sweet extra 15 damage on that.
And that ends combat.
Woo! I let go of moonbeam.
You
Wow.
can't let go of Moonbeam.
I
Volcrana
will
has to.
Spanish
We
as
didn't die.
I run up to Peabody and I use healing word on her.
Yeah, she cast it. What are you saying, Kez?
My wolves disappear as I run up to Peabody and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Wow.
What did you just say?
I'm healing you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was explaining to Chris what the moonbeam was and why I had it and stuff.
I forgot that she can use it. That's all.
Yes. So a green light emanates from my hands and I just place it on her shoulders and her cuts and her wounds start to heal up.
Oh, wow. May the goddess bless you on your future travels.
Let's get you out of the water, Peabody.
Blythe's gonna also get out of the water.
Can I-
He's pretty sure he smells like a wet dog.
Can I shake like a cat?
Well, thank you both for accompanying us in this battle.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I shot one of your wolves.
I mean, it's okay. They're not real wolves. They just been brought into existence by my will.
Wow.
So it's perfectly okay.
I'm simply doing my duty as the order lays out.
But regardless, we're very grateful for your help.
Why does that crab
Well,
have a full health bar, Anthony?
Run!
Zombie crab.
Run!
Zombie crab.
Run!
Ah, now, blah, 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 blah.
Crab people. Crab people.
So I don't think swimming back is an option for us, you know, because yeah, crabs and other sea
Yeah.
creatures and stuff. And even though we have a mighty monster killer now, which way is the safest way to walk back? The way that friend number 2 came, or friend number 1 came?
Anyway, did anyone pick up Clint's ring of water walking?
Not sure. We could check our inventory.
I do not have it. I know that.
Don't have it.
Did we
Blythe
do
is gonna
ring-
kind of like remember that he didn't actually introduce himself and be like, ah, by the way, my name is Blythe. I apologize for the late introduction.
Nice to meet
Blythe
you. I'm
or
O'Connor.
Blythe?
Blythe. It's
Blythe.
Welsh, so it's pronounced weird.
But with us.
Yeah, the double D is pronounced as a TH, I guess.
Isn't there a lady on that show named that?
You're thinking of the Golden Girls, and I think one of them is named Blythe.
Yes, but it's Blaithe.
Well,
Right.
who I think his character is now.
I'm
I'm just
I
kidding.
was
I'm
thinking
just
Band
kidding.
of Brothers.
Right. I'm gonna speak to Sprout and Peabody. Guys, what's our plan to getting back to the boat? If that is what we plan to do.
I mean,
Yeah.
weren't we being... Why did we... I know we came here to clear out Stormlord and all the people and stuff like that, but like, were we getting paid for coming on this island? Do we have to go back to the boat? I forget the plot.
We paid them half to get us there, and then half when we get back.
Oh.
And the Chancellor's paying them, I believe. My concern
Oh.
is that since the Chancellor's paying them, that if they come back and say that we're dead, that you'll just pay them anyway. So it's in our best interest to get back home. Well, back to the town at least.
Are these crabs big enough to like rip their shell off and make a makeshift raft?
Yes.
Okay, I'm down for that. If we want to go back to the boat, we did ask you guys like where you came walking from, like how far the next town is and that kind of thing, right?
You did ask. Would I know off the top of my head roughly?
The nearest town of any size is several weeks of walking. You've been going on a long soul-searching journey across the beach
What's
for
the name
days
of
and
the town
days.
again? Is it Fandolin or is that the other one that I'm thinking of?
Leylon.
Milan,
Okay.
that's it.
I think it's in our best interest to get back to the boat. I think we have had, I mean, I don't know about you guys, Wolfman, you're probably fine in the woods, but we've had a lot of trouble sleeping in the woods before. And I
Would
really
you guys
need
like
a
to come
nap.
with us?
But while all this is going on, Blythe is gonna walk over to the giant crab that he killed. Actually, I think he killed both of them.
You helped kill them.
Help, yes. He's gonna walk over to it and like stick one set of his claws under the top of the carapace and the other set like into the body and just start prying to see if he can rip the main shell apart and separate it in one clean piece.
So this thing is pretty big. It's like the size of like a minibus, I guess. So you can do it. It's probably gonna take you 3 or 4 hours to do by yourself.
Can I help?
Sure.
If I see what he's doing, can I help? I'm pretty strong for an elf.
All right. Yep. You can help.
I'm gonna go to the other side and help him pry this crab shell off.
Okay. Between the two of you, it'll probably take 3 hours.
Okay, I'll help.
I like how none of you have even asked what I'm doing, like why I'm doing this. It's just like, well,
What you
he's
do-
got something in mind.
What you doing, friend?
Well, I figure this is a pretty big fucking crab. It's a water creature, so it might be able to use its shell to float.
Can I-
Get you guys back to your
I
back to
just
your
thought
ship.
you were struggling with something,
Okay.
so I want to help out.
Can I eat the meat? Crab's pretty good. I'm a cat. Can I eat the meat?
Yeah, you can eat the meat.
I found the seafood.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it might be
I
bad.
cast prestidigitation on the crab that we're trying to make into a boat. I want to clean it.
You gain 5 HP from eating the crab meat.
Wow!
What are you doing with your prestidigitation?
I'm cleaning it so it's easier to like grab it. Like maybe it's slimy and stuff from the water. I use prestidigitation to try and clean all the muck off of it.
Okay. Between all of your help, it takes 2 hours to get the boat or to get the crab shell cleaned out, and you can tell you're probably going to need the other one as well, along with about 100 feet of rope to make this into a big enough raft for all of you to ride.
I have rope.
Yeah, Sprout
Some
takes
too.
some rope out of her bag and puts it on the crab that we have successfully done, and then
I
we'll
have
start
50
to work
feet
on the
of
next
rope.
one.
Does anyone
All
else
right.
have rope?
Yep, Sprout's using her rope, and we'll need one other person to use rope.
I'll use my rope as well.
I already did it.
Okay.
Oh, never mind then. Are we going to need the other one as well? Laugh?
Yeah, we'll probably need it since there's quite a few of us.
Okie dokie. I'll lend a hand with the next crab as well.
Since we
I
have some
glance-
prior crab splitting experience now, can this go a little faster?
It will still take 2 hours.
I glance over to our wizard friend. Would you like to lend a hand?
I don't get my hands dirty like that. I'll just watch.
Pansy.
Very well.
All right. So it's about 3 a.m. You have managed to fashion a raft out of the dead bodies of these crabs.
I rip off a couple of the like flappy swimmer fins from the crabs.
I was
And,
going to say.
Say, here we go. We've got some paddles.
I think
I
that we
was
should
going to
Alright.
look for paddles.
perhaps we should rest, and then when it's daytime, we can enter our rafts and go for
Well-
a swim.
I mean, how long until the boat leaves? They said 3 days. How long have we been here now?
2.5 days. This will be the morning of our third day.
You have until noon,
Noon.
be the 3-day mark.
Okay. Shall we have a nap or should we have a proper sleep?
Well, I'm doing okay. I can take watch.
Yeah, and we can, I mean, I won't get any spell slots from a short rest, but I can help you guys get health points back with a little song. But if we're doing a full rest, then I won't need to do that.
I just need a nap, probably. What about you, Peabody? How are you feeling?
I need a full 8 hours. I literally only have my warhammer left.
Okay. Just before we decide anything, you two, can we trust you?
Well, I believe so.
I mean,
And you?
we just helped each other, didn't we?
We did. That is true. But me and my friends are exhausted and we need to rest before we head out on these makeshift rafts that we've made. Would you mind watching us? Like, you wouldn't have tried to attack us in our sleep, would you?
Well, you're not evil, so no.
That's good to hear from you. And you?
Yes. No. I'll stand watch while she's rest.
Thank you. Okay, guys, shall we head up to Crail and take a long rest? Have a proper sleep before we head to the boat?
Yeah. You guys got the boat, right? Well, the crab boat. Don't lose it.
Blythe
Okay.
will make sure it's safely secured to the shore, so it doesn't just fucking float off.
Will it be a new day, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
He will also have canceled his lightning claws.
Mine only lasts for 4 hours, so am I awoken? After
Yep.
4 hours?
And Peabody, you took a long rest, right? So that'll take you 8 hours.
But since I only slept for 4, I'm going to join this fellow here whilst you're asleep.
Do you talk about?
Blythe's just doing a fucking Slav squat on the beach, keeping an eye out.
I'll ask how he came to be half man, half wolf. As a druid, I'm fascinated by humans who can turn into animals.
Blythe is just kind of gonna turn his head a little bit, look a little sheepish, and be like, "Well, my order exists primarily to hunt evil, eat monstrous creatures, and send them to their graves. As our final initiation into the order, we complete a rite that grants us the ability to take the form of a wolf or a half-wolf, a werewolf, if you would. Well, the specifics of it are you must keep in mind your true form as well as the form you will assume when entering combat. Well, I made somewhat of a mistake and focused too heavily upon the new form as opposed to my true form, and have been locked in this form for several years now, permanently, it would seem. Only able to take my human form while my concentration lasts. It's unfortunate, but I'm making the best of it.
Well, if it's any consolation, it suits you. You suit being a wolf.
His tail will wag just a little bit.
Audience awake.
All right. Okay. It's been 8 hours now. You have 40 minutes until the appointed time. What do you do?
Get on the
I
crab
think we
boat and
should
start
wait
rowing.
no much more time and get on that boat. I pick up Quail. Pick up the child. Take him to the boat.
You just tie him to the side and drag him through the water.
Now I have to sort of like plonk him in the boat.
All right. So,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
There we go.
As you shove off and you begin to move into the sea, you start moving back the direction you came. You start hearing some flapping noises.
We're leaving the island, you
And
bastards.
the two manticores that you previously encountered are back and begin the attack. So I need
Bye.
everybody to roll initiative.
Could you make it so that I can click on my character? I suppose I could use C, but if it's too complicated.
Okay, can I do something real quick? Like, I hear the flapping, so I know danger is coming, and so I use thaumaturgy to use my voice, my booming voice. It's 3 times as loud as it normally would be, and I would like to yell towards where I think the ship is, and I would say, "We're coming! Please don't leave us! Send help!"
Okay.
As the manticores begin their attack, Blythe will tell the rest of the group, It pains me to do so, but I have very limited range capability. I'll continue rowing as you fight.
Wow.
We'll keep
Bullshit.
it safe, don't worry. I've lost the map again. Okay.
Okay, similar to the last time you guys fought, it will require 2 people to get a minimum of 10 on their strength check to row towards the way the boat is. And also, the way I have you right now set up next to the crabs is like where you are in the boat. So if you get off the boat, you'll be swimming. And Peabody, you will be up first.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, so I am going. I had in my hand at the time a warhammer, but I'm gonna like slip that into my warhammer pocket, and I'm gonna grab out my hand crossbow because
She's wearing carpenter jeans.
yeah, because like if I use my short bow, which I have a +1 proficiency with, it's 80. I can't see that far.
You like this armor? It has.
It's 80 to 320 feet, so that means I have to be. Yeah, I'm at disadvantage if I'm any less than 80, right?
No, I mean, you're at disadvantage if you're within melee range. Anything beyond melee range up to 80 is a normal shot. Anything between 80 and 300 is a disadvantage.
Oh, so I wouldn't be at disadvantage for using my short bow?
Correct.
Okay, I get my short bow out. I equipped the wrong one before. Okay, I get my short bow out and my arrows and I dock it, and I'm going to aim at unauthorized, because you're an unauthorized fucker. And I'm going to shoot at him.
And you miss.
I'm going to shoot at him again.
And you miss again.
Fuck! Okay, that's all I can do.
All right. And because the ammo thing is broken, I need you to remove your own ammo every time you shoot. So just go into your, open the arrows and change the quantity. Can you do that, or do I have to do it?
Let me see. I can do it.
Okay, cool. All right, that's it for you?
Yes.
Tormund, do you row or do you shoot or attack?
Tormund will attack. Just trying to think of what to use. He's gonna try and keep them as far away as possible, and by hitting them with a Eldritch Blast.
All right. Who do you shoot at?
Unauthorized.
Okay.
So far, Eldritch Blast is looking an awful lot like Rogar's bow.
Yep. That's yep.
I stand
That'll
corrected.
hit.
And yeah, that'll be it. I don't have a bonus action or anything.
All right. And that, because you are level 7, that's 2 beams, so it hits twice. Or you can hit 1 each.
I'll hit twice.
Okay, so you did 10 damage. Unauthorized Manticore backs up a bit and then uses his tail spike. Three times. Shooting at Tormund. And 2 of those will hit.
Who's rowing?
I am, for one.
$16 damage. And Sprout.
Okay, Sprout is gonna try to row. The regular strength check.
All right. The boat will go 20 feet. No, 10 feet. Sorry.
She's gonna shout, I don't know if I can keep this up, and throw a bardic inspiration at Peabody. She's gonna say, I'm sure you can do it though, next time. That might have been a fluke.
All right. Blythe.
Blythe is also going to row.
All right. If you get a 10, it'll move another 10 feet, and you do not. Anything else?
Let's see. Don't hang on. Not yet, but once one of them's in range, I think I may be able to help something out.
All right. Next up, Limp Manticore backs off, and we'll also shoot at Tormund with 3 spikes. All 3 of which will miss. Volcrana.
It's the ropes.
Okey
Sorry, it's
dokey.
just they go through the ropes. They don't know where your body is.
Let's see. I'll just do some quick measurements. Perfect. I'm gonna try something, and I've never done this before. I'm gonna cast Elemental Bane on
All right.
The unauthorized Manticore. So I'll point my finger at him, and beams of purple light come out my finger and strike the Manticore. I'm going to do...
Unauthorized.
Yes. I'll do acid.
For the people who don't know how our characters
All right.
are made in the Forge, sometimes they have names like unauthorized. Our DM is not telling us we can't do that all the time, but sometimes.
Okay. So it hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It will not let me.
All right. And you said acid, right?
Correct.
All right. So it'll take 7 acid damage.
So it rolled a bunch. So does it not take all of that as acid damage?
No. She chooses one of the types.
I
And
see.
So the first time each turn, the affected target takes damage of the chosen type. The target takes an extra damage of that type. Oh, actually, so this
yeah.
doesn't cause any damage yet.
Does it not?
No. So you might want to... So whatever type you choose, whenever the creature takes that type of damage, will also take an additional damage of whatever you're concentrating this Elemental Bane on.
Ooh, what about the second bit? First time each target afflicted takes damage of chosen type, the target must take an extra 2d6 damage of that type.
Right. So if another,
That's the second
if
time.
you or another creature causes one of these types of damage, the one that you've chosen, and hits that creature
Ah.
with that damage, then it'll get the extra damage every time as well.
Okay, so it'll do good for me to remember what type of damages my other party members can inflict upon it.
Yeah.
For reference, though you don't know one of these, Blythe can use lightning and fire. You know he can use lightning. You've seen that.
Yes. I was just literally thinking, okay, so maybe lightning would be better next time. I mean, if lightning would have been better this time because I rolled a 12 for lightning, but okay. So is it like Moonbeam where it'll take? I mean, it can't. There's no like beam for it to stay in, but will it take damage each turn?
Yeah, as long as you're concentrating, then it stays in action. It stays in effect up to 1 minute.
And one last thing, do I have to choose before I roll damage, or can I choose after damage?
You have to choose before.
Okay, so I did it right first time around. All right, fair enough. Good to know.
So
Okay,
it
Okay,
doesn't
but if you
look
want to
like,
change it this time, you can because you didn't understand.
it doesn't look like this spell directly deals damage. It looks like it's just a debuff.
Right. It's just extra damage anytime it takes that kind of elemental damage. It gets extra of that type that you've chosen. So if you want to choose a different type now, knowing that's how it works, I will allow it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Lightning then,
Okay.
I suppose.
So if that creature takes lightning damage in the future for the next 10 turns, it will take an additional 12.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, because I can't help to roll, so that'll be it for me.
Peabody.
Okay, so I'm gonna row. Right? That's what she told me to do, so I'm gonna row. So strength check.
All right. It'll move another 10 feet.
I don't have to use my bardic, right, for that?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, I've just reread the thing. He does take damage at the start of his turn. First time each turn.
The
effect
first
spell
time, so each of that,
takes
um,
damage of the chosen type.
yeah. So, and it's not the creature's turn; it's every turn. So, if 5 of you hit it with lightning damage on each of your turns, it would take 12 additional lightning damage on each of those hits.
I thought that was just if someone else damage him with like lightning, it'll take an extra 2d6.
Right.
First time each turn, the affected target takes damage of the chosen type.
Right.
Target
That's the
takes an extra
triggering. That's what.
2d6 damage of that type.
Yeah. So, in order to be triggered, the first time each turn, the affected target has to take damage of the chosen type. Then it will take an additional 2d6 of that type. Also loses resistance.
Okay, yes. I know it loses resistance. I wanted to use that on is it Gadriel? That's what I wanted to use her.
Yeah.
Remove her lightning resistance. Oh well.
All right.
Good to know for the future then. Continue, sorry.
Okay. Tormund.
So, again, knowing I'm not the strongest and the fact I've just been hit by the Manticore, I'm going to point my staff up at the sky and slowly lower it down and point it at unauthorized Manticore and use Scorching Ray as a level 4 spell.
Okay. That unauthorized, you said? That will not hit.
Do I do it multiple times? Or
Yeah, you do it 3 times.
Is it? Isn't
And
it
just
5?
unclick. What's that?
Isn't it 5 because it's?
Yes.
above-
Yeah. And make sure that you don't use a spell slot for the next 4.
Right. Okay.
All right. The middle 3 will hit.
Ah, shit. Oh, actually, on the last one, can I use, I can't remember what it's called, Dark One's Own Luck? Roll an additional d10 to add to a score. I can see what the result is first.
Sure.
Do we just do /har 1d10?
Now you should cast that effect or feature, whatever. Now roll 1d10. All right, so you hit with that one as well.
There you go.
I'll allow it this time because you already used it, but in the future it's only ability checks and saving throws.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. Give it to you this time.
Thanks.
There goes the vape again. All right. Next up, unauthorized Manticore. We'll back up again. And at Tormund, because you keep blasting it, you will get 3 tail spikes. One of which will miss wildly and hit his buddy. The other 2 will hit you. All right. Next up, Sprout.
I am not rowing this time. I am going to take out this wand of magic missiles that I found and shoot it at, I think I only have 60 feet. So she's gonna pull out this weird wand that I don't know if anybody else has seen and point it at Limp Manticore, and it's gonna shoot off like a Roman candle. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use 3 charges because I have 6 charges, right?
Okay.
I've never used this before. You decrease this possibility. So the way that I don't have the actual spell, I just have the wand, so I'm reading the spell. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. All 3 darts strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several. So 3 darts.
Second, I'm fixing the item.
Higher levels, the spell creates 1 more dart for each slot. Okay, so if I do 3 uses, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 darts. I can make a new macro for it if you want. Oh, okay. I think he's fixing it so I can roll it.
And magic missile never misses, right?
Correct.
Okay, now at the bottom of your spell book, you should see Wand of Magic Missiles.
Next time we have a study session, would it be okay if we spoke about Elemental Bane?
Yep.
Thank you. Because I've looked it up just because I misunderstood it, I guess, when I cast it about what it did, and I found the thing on D&D Beyond, and it's basically a Reddit thread of people arguing on how it works. So, probably like a little session just to speak about it.
Yeah, dude. I rolled really low. That was 1 roll. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I rolled a 1 plus 1.
Did you roll it at 3rd level?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, damn. Okay. Well, so it gets
5 darts.
5 darts at that, so it gets 10.
Oh, I have a lucky. Does lucky reroll damage? No. Okay, never mind. All right, I hit that bitch with 10 damage. So after she holds the wand at the Manticore, she's gonna look towards this new cloaky guy, Tormund, I guess, He maybe like thinks that she's gonna shoot her wand at him, but she's gonna just cast a healing word in his direction. She's gonna say, "You better start shooting better. We're gonna try and row out of here."
I'm trying my best.
All right, that's it, Sprout.
That's my whole turn.
Blythe,
He's just gonna keep fucking rowing.
keep rowing. All right.
Hang tight. Fuck. Fuck this fucking 30-foot range bullshit. You
Fuck
know what I'm
off,
trying to
Ben.
do, don't you? Alright, that's gonna end my turn.
All right. Next up, Limp Manticore will back up. And then at Sprout. Damn. We'll launch 3 tail spikes. One of which will hit, and one of which will hit his buddy. Damn, Kaz is up next. Go to Peabody and come back to Kaz.
I'm gonna row.
Okay. All right, it moves 5.
Can I add 3?
Yeah.
And then how far do I row?
7. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Tormund.
I'm kind of torn, funnily enough.
Tormund.
I am going to cast another Eldritch Blast at unauthorized Manticore.
All right.
Leaning back and thrusting the wand forward with as much force as I can.
Oh,
Thrusting.
that's it.
Thrust.
Anthony, it is daytime, right?
It is. Are you having problems with your vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks dark for me.
Oh, it's bright for me.
Yeah, well, you're a half elf. You have dark vision.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
have
like,
dark vision.
it's yeah.
Still
Okay.
dark.
can see it.
Aha, there we are.
Mine's still dark.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, I just realised what I wanted to do. Come on.
I missed my turn. Whoopsie.
You're good.
All right, so that hits.
There you go.
We'll come back to you, Kaz.
I just wanted to row the boat. It's fine.
6 damage.
Both on the same one, so it takes 12.
Back to Kaz.
Just want to help row.
All right, strength. All right, it'll move 10. And unauthorized Manticore will back up and cast at Tormund 3 spikes. 2 of which will hit. For 20 damage total. And Sprout.
Okie dokie. She would like to get out of here. I think she wants to yell at Tormund and say, "Get your shit together. You're dying again. I just healed you, and she wants to go. She can't really hit
Cross
them
that
with
hit
a
for
whole lot.
anyone shit.
She's gonna try and row.
Fails.
Dice gods. Can I do a, you know the thing, lucky for this?
Yeah. All right, moves.
Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna give, someone bardic inspiration.
Me, keep us moving.
There are a few of you rowing. I know exactly how strong Valkrana is. I've seen her in a fight. Blade seems strong. I'm gonna give another bardic inspiration to Peabody.
But
All right.
That's all I can do.
Blythe.
Blythe is gonna row.
All right, solid 20 feet on that one.
Can you let my amplify have an extra 5 feet for this fucker?
Nope.
Fuck you.
how
Alright,
did
that's
he get 20 feet when he got a 24, but when I got a 21, I only got 10?
Because it was
Nat
a crit.
20.
Oh, okay.
I got 10 feet on my nat 20. I thought we did 20 feet altogether.
Stop letting them run away, Anthony. I
Oh
wanna
yeah,
use
let
my
me
new
back him
class
up. You're right. It
features.
was only should have been
I'm
10.
done.
Well, I just want to make sure we get our points.
You're right. I gave him too many.
Olive, stop it.
Sorry.
Well, I'm out of range for pretty much anything I can do, so yep.
Just keep swimming.
Okay, Limp Manticore backs up and shoots at Tormund 3 times. One of which will hit, and one of which will hit his buddy. Valkrana.
Right. I have two things that I want to do, but I don't know if I can only do one of them this time. My healing spirit, is it a bonus action?
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yes.
ask the question.
I said yes. It is a bonus action, right?
Okay, I didn't hear your answer.
No, sorry. I might not have pushed my
okay.
button.
Okie dokie. Well, if that's a bonus action, then my Elemental Bane, did that help anyone at all?
If anybody hits unauthorized Manticore with lightning, it will.
Chances of that happening within this range is slim, so I'm going to stop concentrating on that, and I'm going to conjure animals, but I'm going to conjure bats.
Bats?
Bats. Giant bats, to be
A
specific.
nice change. Batman's finally arrived.
I can conjure 8 giant bats.
Every time you order the bats to do something, can you do it in a Batman voice, please? Where is she?
And 1/4, there's giant bats.
Okay. Let me find that.
I'm sorry, I know it's such a pain with the tokens. We'll happily pretend that those are bats.
You got 8 of them, you said?
Yes.
Wow.
and I'm
All
going
right.
to point at the injured manticore. I'm just going to be like, kill. And that'll be my command to them. I'm sorry, Kill, I can't do a Batman voice, okay? And for my bonus, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit on... I forget his name already.
Tormund Tulok.
Tormund? Tormund.
Where do you see giant bats on here?
On the
See
1/4.
giant rat.
Next to giant badger.
It's
Oh, yeah, there it is.
1/4, yeah.
Okay.
So there we go, and it's 5, but it's there for 7 turns. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. It is
All
my
right.
last time to me.
Peabody.
Okay, I'm gonna row.
Okay.
+2. Or, sorry, +3 for my inspiration.
Okay.
I just saw a visual
Did we
image
move?
of the
Moved.
Yes.
Yep.
How much?
for the healing spirit. A little robin has just nestled up to Tormund.
10 feet.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Tormund.
So I have a question about the command spell. So one of them is grovel, which it says the target falls prone and ends its turn. Would the target fall to the ocean bed?
It would. I guess it would like lay on the like it would have to start swimming. I suppose it won't like drown itself.
Cool, good.
You try though.
Okay, scrap that then. Instead, I am going to, fuck's sake, cast. I don't know which one to do it. Fuck it, fireball. We will go for limp manticore.
Okay.
I don't. Well, I mean that fucking did it anyway, but I don't think that DC is right. I think it should be 16.
Okay. You
Just
can
do
take
that.
a look at it later. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So I still roll damage, don't I?
Yeah. Wow. It'll take half. It really should take a quarter, but I'm gonna make it take half.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And
Great
then
damage though.
I turn and go, somebody heal me again, please. For the love of God.
I've been
Gotta
healing
love
spirit over, I
fireball.
promise. Fireball, fireball.
All right. Now the bats. We'll do 4 first. Two will hit. Non-authorized dies.
As a reaction, I would like to cast Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet and Amplify. What is its movement?
I don't know if you would know that. So you would have to see if it'll be able to do it. if you want to try.
We'll give it a shot anyway. So Blood Maledict, Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet, and we're gonna try and make it float over and bap the other Manticore.
Okay, so it will move half of its speed. Its speed is 50 fly, so it'll move 25. Doesn't quite make it.
All right, and then I think
Hold on though. And it makes a weapon attack. So it will use its tail spike, which will hit for 8 damage.
I can. Does it only do one?
It says that creature would make 1 weapon attack.
Ah, I see. All right. Well, that was better than nothing.
For sure, for sure.
Don't forget to take my 3 HP.
How does that work?
So when I use the Blood Maledict to amplify, I
That
roll
takes.
a Hemocraft
Got
die,
it.
and it takes my health.
Got it.
Basically, I like make a cut in my palm, throw my blood onto this creature, and command it.
Nice. All right. Okay, now these other 4 giant bats, not rats, will attack. And 3 will hit. For 8, 5, and 4. All right, Sprout.
Sprout is no longer concerned with the manticores and wants to get back to the boat. She is gonna keep her. I figured when she was giving out Bardic Inspiration earlier that she's just been going, just keep rowing, all to herself, because she's like not good at rowing and she wants to get back to the boat. And so she's gonna keep trying to row, and then she's gonna give out another Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
She's gonna give it to Valkrana.
Okay. Blythe.
Did we move for me? I think
You did. Yep.
Thank you.
Blythe is going to resume rowing.
All right.
And let's see.
What?
Damn it. All right, that's going to end my turn.
All right. Next up, Limp Manticore. Will stay where he is and launch 3 tail spikes at Tormund. All 3 will hit. And Tormund is down.
What about the healing spirit?
It's back 25 feet back.
I have to move that. Although I will say, I was going to wait until my turn to say it. My healing spirit also takes concentration. Since it was my bonus action, I don't think that would have worked.
Ah. Yeah, so it would have gone away when you summoned the bats.
Correct. I say, well, since I summoned the bats first, I think canonically it'll be more like I tried to cast it and I just got a massive migraine. Like my body was just like, no.
Yeah,
You're not
or all
doing
of the
that.
bats would have disappeared is what would have happened. So you're lucky I didn't catch it.
Correct. That's why I'm saying it now. So just keep the bats, please. Thank you.
Motherfuckers.
Thank you.
All
I mean,
right.
the guy I tried to heal anyway is dead, so it's
He's
fine.
down. And
Same.
Valkrana, to you.
Well, he's not dead yet.
Okie dokie.
Got his character.
I sort of notice that our new friend has now slumped over, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, which doesn't take concentration.
Just completely riddled with tail spikes.
Just fucking shoot someone else.
It looks like a porcupine right now.
Tormund over here getting shot to hell and back. Blythe over here self-harming.
Wow. All right, that's it. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Didn't hear any of that?
No,
Aww. I had a lovely description
Shit.
going.
it looked good though. Try again.
I said that my hand glows a lovely green colour, and I place it on his shoulder, and it wraps around him, and just goes, and he wakes up.
Nice. As you do that, you notice there is underneath his shirt a handprint that glows through his clothing as you touch him with your magic.
Huh.
But it appeared on the other shoulder from where you touched.
I say nothing, but I take note.
Remember, if you go to get a colonoscopy and the doctor has both hands on your shoulders, you're in trouble.
Wow. All right, Peabody.
I'm in a row.
Rev.
Row, row, row your boat gently.
No
towards the
good.
ship,
Okay.
past all the manticores before we die.
Of shit. All right, Tormund, you're up. Barely.
I climb to my feet, I stand up, and I cast Eldritch Blast, this time screaming, just fucking die!
Guy,
You miss and shoot Krail in the back of the head.
I imagine that your robes are just covering
Which is
you. and you just
amazing
kinda
considering
slump.
he's in the boat lying down.
You miss.
That's fine, I'll take it.
All right, next up, the bats. Two will hit. And that ends combat.
Wow.
I want to keep my
Jesus
bats
Christ.
about, and I want to throw a rope to them to help them pull us through the water.
All right.
I'm gonna row again. Can I
Do
do
we
that?
need to keep making checks for our rolls? Or
No, you
rolls?
don't have to
Okay.
make any more
I
rowing
love this
checks.
part of Pirates of the
Rowing,
Caribbean.
actively rowing.
So yeah, fun story.
Fast.
Blythe in wolf form has no range, and either form has no healing ability.
I figured everybody else was going to carry on rowing, and I was just going to be like, somebody's got to try and fight him in some way.
All right. Takes you 30 minutes to get to the edge and another 15 to get to where the boat is.
Brault goes over and gives Tormund another little healing boost. Like, can you just stay awake for a little while? We're almost to the boat.
I'll try my best, but thank you for supporting me.
Welcome.
We'll get those deals out of you when we get back to the boat.
I get the image that I could run and jump and hug somebody and do some devastating damage to them at this point.
Probably, but you probably damage yourself by pushing them further into your own body.
That's true.
Well, I've already gone down once, so...
They're probably, only pointy on one end.
I don't know if they're
Don't
like.
kill my dream.
So, was that the first manticores you guys have ever fought?
Yep.
Yeah?
No.
I've slain a few in my time.
Oh.
Not fan of them.
Okay, I don't know why the crabs shrank significantly. We'll just pretend that that didn't happen. You guys get within sight of the boat just as they are raising anchor and dropping their sails to leave. and
Wait!
you get their attention, and Christoffen comes to the prow and says, "Well, look who we've got here."
Hello, Christopher. We've returned.
We had to make our own raft. We got attacked.
Did you not hear me yelling?
Nope.
You didn't
Tell
hear
me what happened out there.
Let us
so
on the
I've got
boat first.
Yes, that'll be great if you've raised anchor. We'd like to get on board first.
Pretty please.
How did it go with the Stormlord?
Okay, I'm
Well,
coming to on
we-
board.
Yeah, can we
Wait,
get on
the-
board first, please?
First, you
Fucking
tell me what
Storm.
happened out there before I let you on the boat.
Okay, so there were these guys,
Yeah.
and we lit things on fire, and we just talk at once, and everybody tells him what happened. And then there was this
Long
lady
story
and
short, we've
this guy.
succeeded.
Now we're on a crab, and it would be really nice if we felt safe on a boat that wasn't two crabs tied together with rope.
And darling, I'm in a lot of pain, so if you could assist me in getting better, I'd appreciate it.
Ignore him. We
Yes,
that's
Getting
Yeah.
into the
Right.
Freddie Mercury angle.
New people.
Yes, darling.
Christopher, we've succeeded in clearing out the cave, and we must return back to the Chancellor and inform him. Please allow us back on the boat. Christopher?
As you get close to the boat, he casts, which is actually frost breath, not fire breath, at Peabody, and says, and cries out for the Stormlord and says that he will avenge the Stormlord's servants.
Alright, fuck it. We're taking this fucking boat.
What the fuck?
And we're
Isham
going
still
home.
Here, I'll hit him.
Peabody, take that dexterity save.
I still have my bats.
They are gone now. It's been an hour.
Really? Oh.
You take 30 frost damage, and like the whole craft sort of freezes, and the boat leaves you and sails away.
I mean, like that fast? Like, we're right next to the ship. Can't we just...
Well, it's a boat, and they've got the anchor up and the sails down, and it leaves you.
Don't have any reaction. Okay.
Well,
Now you're back
damn.
at sea on your little crab boat.
Well, I suppose we start rowing back to shore.
Kaz quit on us. She rage quit.
Cass Rage quits.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a leak.
What the hell?
God damn it, Christoffen.
Christoffen! How did that get past us, you know? Like, when we were reading into his mind, and get your mic off, baby. How did that get past? Didn't we, like, ask him a bunch of questions if he was under the Stormlord? Like, how did he lie to us?
He lied to you.
If I remember correctly, when we were deciding, Isham was very adamant that he went with Christopher because he seemed like a very organized sailor.
If you
I
had
remember
snooped around
correctly.
on the boat a little bit, you would have found some clues that he was a
Correct, but there's a
devotee of the
there was a
Stormlord.
Mutiny, and we got very distracted.
I don't know who this Isham is, but he sounds marvelous.
I'm just like, damn it,
That's
Isham,
funny.
underneath my breath.
Alright, let's go. Do you guys think we can row further down the shore and get back off somewhere else? Do you think we should just go back into shore? Just real quick.
I really need to heal my wounds. I'm struggling.
I think
I
we
just
best
took 30
get back
damage.
to shore. If we get back to shore, find a town, see if we can actually rest somewhere. But
Also,
should get off the
Tormund, I
ocean.
know, like you're new to this party, but like typically when we ask for group decisions, like your vote will count. You're allowed to like say what you think we should do, but mostly it's gonna be for the party members who have been here for a long time. So I appreciate your input, but Yeah, I mean, we all agree, so we're gonna go back to the shore.
Noted. I thought we were in this journey together, but okay.
Well, you've
I'll bear
helped
that
out
in
one.
mind.
Ooh, I am
You
sensing some
also died.
hostility between Sprout and Tormund.
Do you go back to the shore you came from, or do you try to go down down the shoreway one way or the other?
How sturdy is this raft? Like, can we
It's definitely
tell-
taken some wear in the battle, and there's taken on a little bit of water. It's still seaworthy, more or less.
Also, Keller, I'm not picking on you. You keep doing your weird character shit.
I'm trying.
How is Crail? Because we put him at the bottom of the boat. Is he still
Snap it.
above
You shove
water?
Crail into the crack to block the water that was coming up.
Okay, good. You're making himself useful. I say we should go back to shore. I don't know how long this raft that we've made will last.
Yeah.
And since we've been betrayed by the captain, our best bet is to get to dry land and travel to see if we can find a cart, merchant, someone who can help us travel back to
Yep.
where we need to be.
I agree. Let's start rowing again, guys.
All right. Takes you about 45 minutes to get back to the shore because you're going against the tide this time. But you do make it back to shore, and as you do, the last bit of these crab boats fail and sink to the bottom.
I grab
Shit.
Crail to make sure he
Shit.
doesn't drown.
Sprout's immediately on the shore and she's just like cursing to herself. She
I'm
takes
going
out her little
to-
baby snake and she's like, what even? How would they even? What did she just start talking to him about the bullshit?
I'm going to heal up Tormund a little bit since we're probably not going to be able to rest here. So
Thank you. Oh, bloody hell.
I just place my hand back on his shoulder. The green light wraps around him, and I just ask, "Do you feel better?"
As you do so, on his other shoulder again, you see the imprint of a hand glowing on his
I
other
look
shoulder.
at it inquisitively. Tormund, what is that?
It's nothing. You don't need to concern yourself with it at the moment. Pull the rope
Well,
over it.
I am a little concerned because I don't want to be accidentally
it's not-
harming you.
It's nothing bad. You don't need to worry about it.
Would Blythe have noticed? I got like 16 passive perception.
Yeah, you probably would have seen it from where you are.
Okay, I'd like to roll an Arcana check, and that is at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would know that, or you wouldn't know exactly what this is because it's sort of a one-off thing, but you can definitely tell that extraplanar forces are involved in whatever caused this to exist.
Would he get a feeling of its alignment?
No.
Can you repeat that? What did you say?
Well, Blythe would know this. So so what happened was Valkrana put her hand on his right shoulder to heal him with cure wounds. On his left shoulder, like a handprint glowed. Blythe saw it, and having expertise in Arcana, could tell that there was whatever magic was involved here comes from another plane, but he's not sure whether that's good or bad or positive or negative or anything.
Well, if you don't feel comfortable telling me now, Tormund, that is completely fine. But are you feeling up to more walking? Because that seems to be our only option right now.
Walking's good for the soul, so yes.
Blythe is gonna like make eye contact with Tormund and just do the like I'm watching you.
Hey, buddy, are you okay?
He just winks back.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm taking notes.
Yes, but you're still in the ocean, dear.
You know, just trying to get some of the seaweed off my toes.
Okay, I go up to, I gather Sprout and Krail. He's with me. I have him over my shoulder.
I say,
So I've got Krail and
If you're carrying Krail, then you're over encumbered.
Ah,
What's Krail's total weight?
Total weight is
he's carrying a lot of shit, if I remember, because we discussed this before.
120 pounds. He weighs 40
I'm-
pounds and he's carrying 80.
So I'm
can
I'm
carry
walking up to
being
Sprout
over-encumbered.
and I'm just struggling. So do you
Blade.
come and take him from me?
Yeah, Blythe will walk up and just be like, "Give me the half leg," and just huck him over his shoulder like a fucking rock.
Give us the halfling.
Okay, but please be careful with him. He can be quite touchy when he wakes up.
Well, as long as he doesn't stab me, I think we'll be okay.
I can make no promises.
Blythe is gonna like take Krail's dagger from him and just like attach it to his hip so that he can't like stab him.
Okay, group, can we just get together just for a second?
Also, I am like 2 pounds away from being over encumbered by Krail.
Snake Lady, am I part of the group?
Well,
Uh,
everyone who's here, because if we're together, and you did help us, and you seem to know this area better than us since you walked here, I think it'll be a good idea if you guys joined us to figure out where to go from here.
Yeah, you can join us on the travel for sure. Just, he's just so squishy so far. I don't know how much help you'll be, but that's okay.
Everybody,
Well, he is
you
a
joining?
mage.
I'm joining.
Noted.
Come over
All right,
here,
which way are we
everybody.
going?
Guys of 1d4 tripping damage.
Let's go.
You both, on your way over here, did you come across any towns before coming here?
Said nearest town is several weeks away.
It's quite a hike to the next town.
Can I make a survival check to determine our pathing?
Yeah, you don't have to make a check. The way that Blythe came from was the same way that leads to the caverns at Thunder Cliffs. The other direction, the way that Tormund came from, is the opposite way. You're not 100% sure which way the boat came because it was many days and you guys were like sleeping below decks and stuff. So I think if you guys tell them where you want to go, they might be able to do some sort of a check to figure out if they know which way to go. But Blythe and Tormund don't know where you're trying to go.
Well, since you've been betrayed by the man who brought us here, despite being paid, but I might add, we're trying to get to Leyland. Do you two know where that might be?
Or Phandalin, one of those. We know those towns.
Phandalin is the other one. Leyland is where our bar is, yes? I can't recall. Anthony, help.
We're trying to go to
Leylon.
Leylon.
Yes.
Leylon is not my home anymore, but used to be my good friend, the Denasi. Yeah, Tonks. That was her home.
Is that where the bar is? That's all I need
Yes.
to know. Yes, that's where we need to get back to speak to the Chancellor. Okay. Leyland. Do you two know where Leyland is? Since you seem to both be travelers.
I believe I've passed near. I can probably get us pretty close.
Norman, have you heard of Leyland?
The name rings a bell, but I don't know the exact location.
Would either of you two have any idea how long it'll take us to get there by foot?
Several weeks at least.
I feared as much. Okay. So what's the plan from here?
Well, best course of action, start walking.
1 foot in front of the other.
I can summon a mount for each of us. I can summon some horses, but they don't last that long. How long
Horses
would a
don't
horse?
care for me, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah. I'm just
They,
trying to
they
think
get
of
a
the
little
best way
frightened.
to not. I mean, if they're summoned horses by me, they trust who I tell them to trust. So that's neither here nor there.
I could locate an object that I have been near in Leylon to give us a sense of direction on how to get back. Yeah, it says so.
Ooh.
Okay.
So,
What? Leylon?
yeah, we buried Tonks. Well, we let
What
our
did
horses
you?
leave.
What object will you locate?
The pier where the boats were. Like, I would locate the pier.
All right, then you would feel that you need to go west and north.
I have to use this spell.
Before we do begin our journey, I would like to take a short rest to recover my ability to claim my human form.
Yeah, and I got hit pretty good, so yeah.
Okay. Well, should we leave this beach since we were attacked by crabs? Should we
Yes.
find a safer place of
Oh.
rest before we rest?
Look, Connie, you're so smart. Let's go. I just start to leave.
Yeah, we
Please
trust
follow
Alcana.
us. Like, we have a place that might be safer than this beach.
My token got set to Clint again.
Yeah, I gotta bring you guys in.
There I am. Ooh, crocodile.
Yes, that is my old crocodile. That can disappear now. Shall we rest on the boat? Since there's no longer any Stormlord cultists about.
Oh, what about this boat? Can we get this boat working?
This boat is well wrecked.
Oh.
Rotted
I
through.
climb into the boat so that I can just lay down on the deck. I think this spot would be better than any. Just to take a quick rest.
Are we,
Aside
do
from
we-
the corpses here, I do agree.
I mean,
The corpses are starting to smell.
can I just throw this guy over the edge of the boat? This custom-made cultist. There we go. Is that better? Me.
Okay.
Sorry, it goes in and out.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You take a long rest here?
Yeah.
All right.
A long rest or a short rest?
We can take a
I
long
think some would probably benefit from a long rest, so let's all do a long rest. Will it be a new day, Anthony?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
People are
Well,
staying
Sprout,
up.
Sprout will take a watch and play a song of rest for half of it.
I'll take up the second half since I only rest 4 hours.
You need to
Wow.
roll hit points. You can roll more.
That's for short rest, yes.
Too.
It's now nighttime.
All right. Everyone's long rest is complete. It's now about 1:30 in the morning.
We wake up and we're like, damn, our sleep schedule is super off.
It's the lifestyle of an adventurer, my dear. Sal
Glad
life
will
now.
wake up and say it's nice to be able to take a rest with companions nearby and not just catching a few minutes here and there.
Now that's the joy of traveling in a group. You look out for each other.
Where were you trained to be a monster hunter? And then I get off the boat. Oh, I couldn't. It didn't let me.
Yeah, we jump off the boat back onto the beach. Sprout, are you joining?
Yes.
I go over to
Blythe will answer Peabody's question and just say, I'm afraid I am not at liberty to disclose my training location to you. Suffice it to say, it is rather secluded.
But you said that you had a group. You called yourself something
Did he-
earlier. You had like a group name.
Did he say that just to me?
No. It was when he was near us. He said something about like this is for.
Oh, when he introduced himself. Yeah.
No, he like referred back and he said something and that was like this is for my.
His order.
Yeah. Did you say order? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, it is true I am a member of an order, though we keep some secrets fairly close to the chest.
Well, I can understand that. Because I was trained also by a group of people who love the honor of their society and keep such things close to their heart. However, it is obvious that you come from a long line of successful and awesome monster hunters. So if I can thank anybody and pray for their safety, I would like to know at least what the name of them are.
The order is quite storied and has had much success in slaying evil monsters. If you must know, the order I belong to is the Order of the Blood Hunters, specifically the Pact of the Lycan.
Wow.
So that'll explain the wolf form, I suppose.
It does. I
Indeed.
will pray to my goddess that she'll shine her light upon your fellow blood hunters.
Right. Now that we've all rested, I think we should make a plan of where to go from here. So the nearest town is several weeks away, yes?
Indeed.
Yeah, we should probably gather some food. Sprout's gonna go over and elbow Tormund.
Look over to Peabody and say, do you have a general direction of which way we should go back to Leyland?
What was the direction that I sensed?
West.
North and west.
Yeah, if you want to stick along the coast, you'll go to the west.
Okay, so I can feel the pier in Leyland northwest, and I have a sense that if I follow this path down here, I could come upon Leyland.
Okay. You lead
Let's
the
go.
way and we shall follow.
Oh
I-
boy. Okay,
Will you
have night vision.
fellows? Will you fellows join us?
Yes, I'll join along the way. I'll
The
see
more
what
the
this
merrier.
is like. I'll tap my staff on the ground twice again to illuminate it, and I'll cast light.
When we get back to Leyland, we shall get you a drink.
Okay, I start to walk down. Sorry, I was taking notes.
And so off we go. I'm guessing Blythe still has Krail.
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
This is for 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. My spell is for 10 minutes. I think I can sense it for up to 10 minutes without having to cast it again. But I'm happy to cast it again.
Okay. Since you're leading the way, Peabody, why don't you give us a survival skill check?
And I can redo the spell to sense that I'm still going in the right direction. I'm happy to do that at any point that is required. Okay, you
Okay.
still what?
Survival skill check. Okay, so you pick a path that's like not the best, but it's okay. It goes the right direction. It's just sort of slow going. And it takes you about a day and a half to get to the next location.
Okay.
Can Blythe offer his expertise in helping pick a better path?
Next time, now that you know that she's not the best at it.
He will keep that in mind.
Yeah, I can like sense the direction, and you can choose the path in that direction that's more easy traveling or whatever.
So you guys can't see my sheet, but just know that I have 6 skills that have advantage.
Is it still nighttime?
No, it's in the afternoon.
It's daytime now.
Okay.
Okay, so
Just, my vision is like I'm at night. I'm guessing. There we go. Thank you.
okay, so I'm going to use my spell again. Sense my direction towards the pier. And then Blythe can pick the path that we take. Hold on, I'm trying to find it, but I'm sitting down and so I can't see my screen very well.
I would just like to think that she's like holding her hand out, trying to sense. And she's like that way, and Blythe's like,
Yeah.
no. That would be a better way.
Yeah,
Got one
the
of
only
those-
thing. Yeah, the only thing I'm trying to do is just like I have both my hands out like this. And I'm just trying to see like which way I'm pulled towards. And then I'm just gonna stand in that direction and Blythe can pick whatever path.
I could tell you trying to head this way, but I think that would be a safer path.
All right.
I have
Move on to the world map here.
So, like, what's your deal? Like, where are you from?
who's that to?
We might need
Tormund.
to update those icons.
Yeah.
They're a little old.
Nah. It's retro.
I could just imagine that we're all like in some kind of flying boat and there's only clouds around us and we're all sitting together and then we're like, so what's up? What's it like?
Very
All of
Final
our-
Fantasy world map travel there.
Yeah.
Dead characters are just looking at us from a cloud above, like, oh, God.
All right. Well, this will be the end of the action today. If you guys want to do any more discussions amongst the party, feel free. But there will be no more exploring today.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
That's
asked
fair
Tormund what his deal is.
I've been around. I've never really stayed in one place long enough to call home, I suppose.
Are you a wizard or a sorcerer? Like, what school of magic do you come from?
I am a warlock.
Oh, very interesting. Well, I feel like we haven't made any proper introductions. I'm Barkrana. I am a druid.
Pleasure
I
to meet you.
bring my magic from nature, and she bestows it upon me. This is Sprout, and this is Peabody.
So,
Peabody is a paladin, and Sprout is a bard.
we got lots of
It's
instruments.
Seemed very charismatic.
And now we
Okay.
know Blythe. And he's a blood hunter.
He seems to have made more of an impact into this group than I have. I'll be honest.
You've been a little quiet.
I'll settle in. I'll settle in.
And
yeah,
don't worry about
he is-
spells. They tend to just go by their own whim. That's what I found. So just don't beat yourself up too much if a spell doesn't go the way that you want it to.
Yes, I'm still fairly new to all this, so
Oh, you're a baby warlock.
little baba.
Little-
He knew,
little
he
baba.
says, looking old as shit.
Little baba.
93-year-old baba.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what
Half-elves
to
only
think of the
live
wolf
for,
guy
like-
either.
120 years.
I read it was up to 108, so I put it quite.
I could be wrong.
Let's hope you are, because otherwise I'm old as shit.
What race is Tormund?
Half elf.
Half elf. Ooh.
Half elf, half legend.
Yeah,
half elf,
I'm not
half dickhead.
not really sure what to think of the Wolfman either, but he seems to be pretty helpful.
Well, if you mean no harm to us, we mean no harm to you. Welcome to the party.
Thank you. I mean no harm to anybody. I just go where I'm needed. I get told where to go.
Oh,
Well,
by
that's
who?
basically our MO. You go where we are needed.
Who's had somebody told you to come here?
In a sense, yes. A story for another day.
Someone or something.
So you're a wolf.
Does our reputation precedes us?
I'm a human. Fuck you.
At this point, Tormund sort of goes back into his shell a little bit and says less and less to each question.
Yeah, how are you? Are you a werewolf? But there's like, you know, the moon disappeared, right? Like,
I am aware that there is no moon, yes.
oh,
No,
okay.
I am not a true were creature though. My form comes from a secret rite of our order that I cannot divulge too much about.
I just think it's weird. I mean,
Okay,
The
keep your
moon.
secrets.
oh, seems like we're
What?
stuck
You
together
don't-
for a while.
You don't need to tell us too much about yourselves to make yourselves feel uncomfortable. After all, you barely know us.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this
But
is
I
Trail.
hope
He sleeps a lot. He's little. He will steal your shit. He will
he
watch your pockets.
has a bit of a drinking problem, as we have discovered in our adventures with him. But he's an all-around okay guy, but he's very self-serving. I guess is the best way to describe our lovely party member Crail.
And Peabody's been here for a while. She's kind of, I mean,
A couple days.
Oh, one thing I'll say about
It's
Crail
been like a
is,
month.
yeah, it has.
No.
You've been with us for a little while. Like, how long has it been since Brandon and Leyland back to the caves and then?
Do you guys remember that our whole first year was like 1 month of time? Our whole first year of playing was like 30 days in game time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
tell us how long it's been.
We're an indecisive group.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to take a quick look at Blythe's sheet, I did put it in the Discord.
I saw it
Anthony
before.
says don't
Yeah.
look at it, you guys.
Giving you permission to look at mine.
One thing I will tell you both about Crail is not that you would, but don't attempt to threaten him. He likes to take that as a challenge, and he will take you up on that offer.
I get the feeling I'm going to like this young chap.
He
He's a
will get
feisty little
punted
fellow.
if he makes the attempt.
He's a feisty little fellow, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, from the beginning, we're almost 4 months in from the very beginning, so it hasn't been really that long.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
We're all,
Almost into the 5th month.
we're a long way off to find out
Murtalk
whether
was
we
around
are
for-
exploded.
Talk was around for like what, a month and a half, 2 months, and Clint was around for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, longer than Isham. Oh,
Not
okay.
eating Crail.
Isham was around for, literally till the end of breakfast. That is what.
Yeah.
You helped us pick out a treacherous captain, and then you died like an idiot. That is Isham's
As far as
story.
paladins go, I don't think it was the best call for him.
Only Valkrana and
Crail.
Crail know about Everetta. I've only had one other.
Correct. Oh,
I'd like to say it's kind of ironic that I killed that many pets, and I'm the only person in the campaign to have lost 2 characters. So
Yeah,
So
technically,
far.
I've only lost one. I know exactly where the other one is.
You keeping him locked away.
I
He's
will
a
say,
good character.
full disclosure to the both of you, our line of work has proven to be quite dangerous and quite fatal, unfortunately. Are you both still comfortable in joining our crew? At least until we get to where we're going.
I've
Not
had
too
my
different
share.
than my typical line of work.
Likewise, I'm used to it.
Excellent! Well, welcome to the crew. At the very least until we get to where we're going. I don't want to push you towards anything, but we definitely enjoyed the company.
Yeah, when we get back home, we can talk to Johnny. It'll be great.
Oh yes, darling. I am curious about how that's going. Our little investments. Have we got to a crawl yet? Have you guys?
I think only two of you own the bar still. It's you and Sprout, technically. Because she
Crail owns a bit.
Oh, yeah, and Crail. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally. It's just
Oh,
slowly.
most of it.
It's we're gonna lose party members until it's all to Johnny Crash.
Johnny ends
And
up
then we get-
owning the entire
and then we
bar.
get-
That's his end game.
We're gonna get kicked out of our own bar because all the original owners died.
Oh, we reloaded or something.
No, don't worry about that.
The No Man's
It's just me and Zip in a page right
Me
now.
too! Oh, now it's just me. No Zip.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, I can't say anything because no dark vision.
Whilst we're just here, though.
You know what? I'm gonna put some of those alchemist tools to use and see if I can't make some potions of dark vision.
Just whilst we're all
I was trying to
here-
drop the PC tokens in the boundary so that I could make a new party token, but now it's all fucked up. So
Whilst we're all here, can we just discuss the thing that I cast earlier? I'm gonna cast it without computer spell slot.
Get rid of it.
Because
Yeah.
I tried to look it up because I thought that it would make damage when I casted it, and I tried to look it up to see if I misread it. And I basically found a thread on D&D Beyond where people were just arguing over how it's
Yeah.
worded.
So the way that I read it, it doesn't do any damage when you cast it, but as long as it's active, for whatever damage type you've chosen, anytime that creature takes damage, the first time per turn, right? So not its own turn, but like you go through. So every character's turn, once per character's turn that it takes that type of damage, it'll also take the bonus damage. So you're like
I-
supercharging you're making it extra weak to whatever element. And so like if you cast it and chose fire, then every time that Peabody or Tormund or whoever has a fire action uses a fire spell against that target and hits it, it will also take, on top of that damage, the damage from Elemental Bane.
I read it as that first time each turn, the affected takes damage. I read that, so I assumed that first time each turn, it would take the damage that I chose, and then if someone attacked it with that chosen element, it would take extra damage. That's how I read it.
Yeah, no, it is not worded great, but like if you look at
There's a full
Moonbeam,
argument
for
thing.
example. So if you see,
I could put Moonbeam in the chat if that'll be a better description. When the creature enters the spell for the first time, it takes 2d10 radiant damage on a fail save.
it typically the wording is the creature takes damage
Well,
Like,
that
at
is
some.
the wording sort of halfway through. Effective target takes damage of the chosen type.
Right, but it's only triggered when it takes damage of the chosen type from another source.
So I have a quick question about Moonbeam.
Uh-huh.
If for some reason I wind up in Moonbeam, is that going to revert me to my human form, or will it revert me to my wolf form if I'm in human form?
The only way that it would revert you is if it did enough damage to break your concentration in human form. It's not actually the moon, and you're also not actually a were creature. So you're not actually affected by the moon.
Okay, so I'm not actually a shape changer.
Right. Not in this case.
The reason why I'm just
Well, oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. So for that portion of it, yeah, sorry. I was just talking about like from the flavor of the moon. But this, yeah, specifically it says a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. So you, Kaz, anybody who is shape changed, so out of their normal form into another form. So if you're in your human form and you go into Moonbeam, you have to make the save or else you get reverted.
At disadvantage, I think. Yeah.
And you make it at disadvantage.
Okay. The reason why I'm so wanting to just make sure I know what Elemental Beam does is because it's one of my 4th level spells, and I only get to cast one of them per long rest, short rest, whatever. So if that's all it does, if it's just a debuff and it doesn't actually cause damage, then it might be beneficial for me to remove that, unless I know for a fact someone else is going to attack it with a certain.
Right. Yeah, it's only useful in this party. I would only cast it at either lightning or fire, and then you need to have the conversation with each other and be like, all right, hey, I'm gonna supercharge fire, I'm gonna supercharge lightning on this boss, right? Because it's probably only useful on something that's got a lot of health that's going to be around for a couple turns. Otherwise, you're burning a 4th level spell. You know, you wouldn't want to burn on something that's only going to live for a turn or two.
Yeah, I think it's useful to have around. It synergizes pretty well with Blythe, especially if we're in melee combat. So, like Anthony said, if you put it on a boss, I think, are we frozen or are you guys just not moving? Okay, there we go.
They're just very still.
Yeah, if we put it on a boss and then let Blythe get in range to start beating the shit out of it, I do think that would be useful.
Yeah, because it would get an extra, 12 or whatever once per every other person's turn, as long as they're using that type of damage.
It's just that second sentence that really throws me off.
So think about it like this. So the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or else be affected. When it is affected, and then it takes that type of damage, it'll take an extra damage from this spell. Right, so the target takes an extra 2d6 damage of that type. That's what the spell causes. Plus, it takes the resistance away, which can be pretty useful.
Okay. So it doesn't cause damage initially, but it'll definitely help if someone else attacks it with that type of element. Okay, good to know. I just want to be double sure because my 4th level spells, it's just I need to make sure that if I cast them at 4th level, I know it's going to be useful because I only get to use one of them.
Yes.
So I don't want to end up wasting it.
Blythe can pretty much freely switch between fire and lightning. And at higher levels, I think I actually get more elements.
At higher levels, if I get my 5th level, I can target more than one with Elemental Bane. I mean, last time, I think it would have been more helpful to choose fire, since Tormund used his Scorching Ray quite a bit, which is fire, which would definitely have helped more than lightning.
And Fireball.
Yes, exactly.
And then Peabody can throw fire too. You can. I don't think you have any fire or lightning that doesn't require concentration, from what I can tell. Yet, at least.
Yeah. I don't have anything that could help other than cold, because I can also choose cold and then use ice knife.
Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, I get one more element at level 17.
Ooh. That'll be like 4 years from now.
actually don't
I
know.
did
what
give
an
everybody their XP, and I've updated it all to D&D Beyond, except for I do not send the equipment from Forge to D&D Beyond because it doesn't transfer right. But everything else I update.
Okie
There you
dokie.
go.
Okay, and then so Chris mentioned it, but especially over the next couple of sessions as we're like finding our way back to civilization and sort of resetting for the next major campaign, everybody can start thinking about what sort of side gigs you guys want. So like Blythe has alchemist tools, so he wants to practice, making, you doing alchemy and figuring out how to like make things or whatever. So if you have like a hobby or like a side profession that you want to practice, sort of like when Rogar was trying to learn necromancy or whatever, think about what you want that to be and we'll build it in and we can be a little more active with the downtime stuff, which should also offer some more role play opportunities in between combats as well.
Okie dokie.
Awesome.
Sound good?
All right, and think about what kind of things you might need to buy at the shop to supply yourself with those things, like vials or books or whatever, and you let me know and I'll build them in.
Just quickly before we log off, in my inventory, I still have that unidentified potion. Would Tormund have any idea what it does?
Potentially. Let me see.
Being a warlock.
Blythe would also probably have a pretty good idea given his arcana.
Because it was perfume that I put in the magical fire and it turned into a potion, and I'm quite frankly too scared to test it on my own character, just in case it's like combustion and I accidentally explode. So
It's possible.
Yeah, Blythe can take
Sorry.
a quick look at it whenever you like.
okay, so
Um,
canonically, I saw looking through my backpack and I just saw move it out of the way and just hold it above, and you got like a glimpse of it. It's like, what's that? I don't know. You want to have a look at it, Blythe?
Yeah, he'll look over and be like, "What's that potion do?"
Honestly, I have no idea.
Well, if you'd like, I do have a set of alchemist tools. I can take a look at it and see if we can't determine its properties.
That would be incredibly helpful, but please be careful because again, I have no idea what it does.
Where did this one come from?
It was a bottle of perfume that I threw into that magical fire that we found in the caves. when we
Oh,
had
way
the
back.
flavors up. Yeah,
The Forge of Spells.
yes.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
have not used it out of pure fear. I don't want to accidentally kill my character.
I have lost Blythe. I cannot actually see him, so I can't make the roll.
click
Uh,
C.
Push C.
Also, are we on her next Sunday? Just before we log off, I wanted to make sure I asked.
I can be.
I am.
Yeah, and I was hoping Friday.
Yes, I can do Friday as well.
Yes, I'm good for Friday. I'll have to tell
Yay.
James so that he's not on the PC at 10 o'clock.
2 weeks today, I might not be able to join. It's my birthday 2 weeks yesterday, and I don't think I'll be in a good state.
Too drunk to
Alright then.
continue. Heard.
Yeah, basically. Well, so everybody at work has arranged a night out on the Friday, and then everybody at rugby has arranged a night out on the Saturday. So
That's Saturday the 30th.
correct, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm feeling the 31st might be a bit tender.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
Don't
Let us
hit your
know.
head and get another concussion.
I'll try my best. You know what I won't try and do as well? I won't fall asleep in a pizza and scald my face.
That'd be great.
That's a
as
good
well.
start. Okay, so we may or may not play on the 31st. We will not play on the 6th, the 7th, because we will be traveling that day. We'll actually be on a plane and then driving. so we won't be able to even play from our travels.
Okie dokie.
But next Sunday, the 24th, right? Yeah, we're totally. I think we're clear on the 24th for everyone that's
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully Dave can join us.
Cool. All right.
So-
So Blythe, you give me also a dexterity check because you're going to have to carefully get some out and use your tools on it to see if you are able to do so without spilling the potion on yourself and or the ground. Okay, so you're able to pour just 1 or 2 drops into your alchemy tools. It takes you an hour or 2 to do the science to figure out where it comes from. And you are reasonably sure this is a love potion.
In hell. Okay, I look to Volcrana and I say, well, given the circumstances that we're working in, I am fairly certain that this is a love potion of some sort. So be
Oh, well,
careful.
thankfully it's not poison. And thankfully I didn't try it on myself.
Yes,
But
I'm
thank
not
you for
sure
identifying it for
who
me.
the intended target is. I am not sure if it would make the drinker more appealing to the opposite sex or same sex, depending on their preferences. But I'm not sure if it needs to be consumed by a target or by yourself for the effect to take place. So use that information as you will.
Okay. Oh, never know. Might come handy down the road. See what happens. But thank you for identifying it for me.
You're quite welcome.
All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for today then. Same time next Sunday, we'll get started. Friday study session for people who are available. And then normal time next Sunday, where we will continue our travels and attempt to make our way back to civilization.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice job. Thanks.
All
See you
right.
next week,
Enjoy.